Transcripts and recordings of the podcast may not be used for any purpose without the direct written permission of the podcast owner. Welcome to LITE It Up, a podcast about resilient women balancing motherhood, their careers, personal lives, and all of the challenges that come along with being a superwoman. Each week, you'll be motivated to take action to lead, inspire, transform, and empower. Now, here's your host, Dr. Aginah Musherah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Light It Up. I am your host, Dr. Aginah Musherah. I am so excited to be back on the microphone today. Last month, I had my three children on Light It Up, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And though I had plans for weekly episodes, it's just been really, really, really hard between work and travel. It's been really challenging to get guests lined up and get the podcast recorded every week. And this week is no different because today I am still catching my breath from one of the most unforgettable weekends that I've had in a little while, probably since my birthday. But North Carolina A&T State University's greatest homecoming on earth, better known as GHOE. If you've never experienced GHOE, let me tell you, it's exactly what it sounds like, the greatest homecoming on earth. The entire city of Greensboro transforms. The music, the energy, the sea of blue and gold, the joy. It's not just a college homecoming. I would say it's a cultural celebration, a family reunion, um, a love letter to legacy, all rolled into one. Now, my GHO journey actually began back in 2021 when my twins, Kamal and Aaliyah, were seniors in high school. Now, I think by that point we were done with college tours. Applications had been submitted, including their application to North Carolina A&T. And we were in that waiting season, that space between preparation and manifestation where you've done your part and you're just trusting what's next. That fall, I decided to take them to A&T's homecoming, not just for fun, but really with intention. I wanted them to see, feel, and understand what college life could look like beyond academics. Um, to witness the beauty of Black excellence up close, to see students and alumni who look like them thriving, proud, and deeply connected to their university. That first experience, I think, was really unforgettable. The campus energy, the sense of family, and the pride that poured out of every Aggie I met gave me a glimpse into the kind of environment I wanted for my children, one rooted in excellence, purpose, and community. And from that first GHO, it became our family tradition every year since. I've made my way back to Greensboro, celebrating, supporting, and soaking up all that Aggie pride right alongside with my children. But this year, I would say this one felt different. Fast forward to 2025. My twins are now seniors at A&T, preparing to cross that stage in just a few months. And my youngest, Khalees, is a freshman. And so, yeah, this year's GHO hit differently. There was something, I think, sacred about it, something that felt full circle. And so, as I walked across campus, I couldn't help but think about that first visit back in 2021 when I brought them there as high schoolers, full of dreams and nerves. And now here they were, confident, grounded, and thriving in the very space I once hoped would become their home. Um, I had a chance to take Khalees and her friends to the step show, which I would say is one of the most anticipated events of homecoming week for current students, aside from probably the concert, I guess. But true to her independence, she sat with her friends in another section while I found my spot nearby. Fortunately, I was joined by Aaliyah and her college besties and my fellow Chicago Aggie Mom, whose son happens to be my son's roommate. And so that night was, it was a night with laughter, connection, tradition. So it was a really fun, chill evening that I had an opportunity to spend with them. But that moment, I think, reminded me of something important. As much as I love being close to my children, I also believe in giving them space to enjoy their experiences. And it's a balance. Being there without hovering, supporting without smothering. And, the step show night was the perfect example of that balance in action. But what really made me proud this year, I would say, was the way that each one of my children prioritized their academics before diving into the celebrations. Aaliyah, true to form, had been all about business earlier in the week in the Willie D's College of Business trading room, working on assignments and completing certification modules. While the yard was full of festivities, she even missed out on the College of Business um, celebration for its students and alums on that Friday. And then Kamal, he handled all of his business with his coursework and team responsibilities before he joined in the fun. A group of his friends came down to visit, but I think they all understood he had to get down to business with the academics first before he could entertain and enjoy the festivities of GHOE. And even Khalees, in her very first semester, made sure all of her assignments were completed. And she'd already begun preparing for midterms before homecoming weekend began. But I would say seeing that kind of focus and balance in all three of them, knowing that they each understand that academics comes first, um, I think it filled me with pride. Because that's not just a reflection of how they were raised, it's a reflection of who they are becoming. So in terms of setting the priorities. So yes, GHO is a celebration, but for me, it's also a mirror. It's a reminder of how much my children have grown and the values they carry with them. And I would say watching my children's journey at A&T again has been one of the most rewarding and enriching experiences thus far. The sense of community, the pride, the mentorship, the cultural affirmation, it's all there. And so it's not just about earning a degree. I would say it's about identity, confidence, and purpose. Every time I visit, I see young people who are not only learning, but leading, preparing to shape the world around them. And as a parent, seeing your children thrive in that kind of environment surrounded by excellence and tradition is the ultimate gift. For me, being present matters. Living miles away means I can't just pop up on campus anytime I want. So when I have the chance to be there, especially during homecoming, I don't take it for granted. Of course, I come for the festivities, the parties leading up to game day, the day parties, just, the different interactions, the parade, the tailgate, the band, the energy. But I also come for peace of mind. Um, Anything can happen. And while I trust my children to make good decisions, there's comfort in knowing I'm nearby if they need me. Um, I think that's the nurturer in me. always making sure they're good, not because I need to control anything, but because I care. My presence says, I see you, I support you, and I'm here for you if you need me. And sometimes that's all our children need to keep pushing forward. This year, more than any other year, I felt the full circle of my role in the Aggie family. Over the past 4 years, I've gone from being a new parent, trying to figure things out, to being a veteran Aggie mom and resource for others, especially those students, those who students are just beginning their A&T journey. I'm a part of the incredible Aggie Moms group who did a phenomenal job feeding hundreds of students during the tailgate on game day. And I've built a sisterhood with my Chi-Town Aggie Moms, women who've become true friends. We travel together, host meetups, and genuinely support one another as we all navigate this season of raising young adult college students. And as an associate member of the North Carolina A&T Chicago alumni chapter, I've been honored to help connect Chicago area parents and students with the larger Aggie community. This year, I would say that connection came full circle during a brunch. A member of the alumni chapter, the Chicago alumni chapter, came up to me and said, "You're the Chicago Aggie mom." I mean, with such excitement, so much excitement. And that moment made me laugh and smile because it reminded me how far this journey has come from that first visit in 2021 for GHOE, although my very first visit to the campus was in 2019, but to now being fully immersed in the Aggie family. And so as I boarded my flight back to Chicago, I sat, in quiet reflection. My feet were tired. Um, I was tired, but my heart was so full. Every GHO leaves me recharged to a certain degree, although I am tired, but it also leaves me inspired, reminded of the beauty of legacy, the strength of community, and the importance of showing up. Watching my children thrive at North Carolina A&T has been one of the greatest blessings. It's more than their university now. It's part of our family story. And being able to share that with other parents to guide and encourage them through this experience has been just as meaningful. To every parent who makes the effort to show up, whether it's for move-in day, a homecoming weekend, or just a quick visit, keep doing it. Your presence matters more than you know. And to all the Aggies, alumni, and family who make GHO what it is, thank you for keeping this tradition alive and for creating something truly extraordinary. So if you've never experienced an HBCU homecoming, especially GHO, do yourself a favor and go. The energy, the joy, the love is something you'll never forget. It's not just a weekend, it's a feeling, it's family, it's legacy. So until next time, keep showing up, keep lighting it up, and remember to continue to shine bright like a diamond. Thanks for joining me this week on Light It Up. Make sure you visit my website at www.lightituppodcast.com or www.aginahmuhammad.com. You can also find me on social media using the handle at LITE It Up Podcast. If you like what you've heard, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, I'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or you can simply tell a friend about the show. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday for a new episode. Until next time, light it up and shine bright like a diamond.